Okay, are we streaming? Yes, until I see my screen on YouTube. There we go. There I am. Let's move me over so I can see my chat. Is this too loud? I can always just turn it down. We're playing Assemble with Care.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between.
We're getting right into it.
But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs. Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Oh. Click the suitcase to pick it up. Okay. I did.
I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off. I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman, at your service.
Am I taking this stuff out?
My passport. Not many blank pages left now.
Okay.
The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these. My favorite overalls. These will never go out of style. Who doesn't love a scrunchie? Practical and stylish.
I don't wear scrunchies.
My parents took this after I made my first repair. Seems like a lifetime ago. Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this. I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
Yes! We finished the suitcase! Hooray, Tucker!
Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal. Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work.
Okay, I just want to see... Okay, so it's not all that loud for you guys. Hold on. We're gonna do a little test. I'm gonna let it play for a second. 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 Why? Why did it do that? Why is it like echoing? Okay. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. See, that's the problem with live streaming, is that I don't know how loud everything should be.
My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of.
I also need to bring in Opius.
I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bellariva began with a little girl, and a voice she was longing to hear.
Complete level 1. Okay.
It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
She's British?
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Oh, yeah, I can do that for you. Let's bring this to the middle. Okay, maybe I'm not supposed to do that. Wait, no. Drop it. Okay.
Why did you do that?
We're rewinding it.
How did you do that? I didn't see.
What do you mean you didn't see? Are we supposed to do it again? No! Turn it over. Wait. No, no, no. Stop, 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 stop. Turn it over. How did you do that? I didn't see.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Get it out of here. Did I... Okay, so it puts it in right automatically for me. Put that in there. Oh my gosh. How do we open it up? Can we not? How do we open it? Little girl, how do we open this? Are we done? Oh, this is pause? Oh. Okay. No. I want to put the cassette tape. Oh.
Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that.
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mommy.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Oh.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill.
Maybe I shouldn't make fun of this sad British girl.
When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. Part I wouldn't be able to fix.
Oh, that's so sad. I have a hammer for my thumbnail and a wrench. Did you guys like the thumbnail? I probably should have messed with this stuff too close to my screen.
My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father.
Oh.
I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
She gave me a stick of gum, 3 buttons, and what was the other thing that she gave us? She gave us something else, so it's no problem.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... do you think you can salvage it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be able to salvage it. What is this? Oh, that's the stand.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Shit. So... what is this, his arm? Or is that... okay, that's a leg.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
No! Bring it over here. I want to turn it. Do we get graded for these jobs?
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
I don't know. We'll see, buddy. Okay, good. That, like, streak of glue at the bottom didn't stay.
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
So he didn't have time to think about his wife. Ring, 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 pick up the phone.
My
Ring,
second
ring,
day
ring,
in
pick up
Bellariva
the
dawned
phone.
bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries.
Wait, does the... Hold on, I'm gonna do another check. Wait, does the... Hold on, I'm gonna do another check. YouTube just, like... I don't know. It muffles everything.
I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect.
Oh, for the pastries and stuff.
Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Yeah. I can absolutely do that. Okay. We got screws. So I'm thinking
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Dude, what the fuck? Just hold on to the screwdriver.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
There's another screwdriver. Or a screw. Click the wire and drag it to the toolbox to detach it. Oh, wait. We want this out. And this one in.
These connections aren't quite right. I should check the wiring. Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
The music is so good. Just like jamming out over here. Okay. Is that it for the innards? Wait, do I have to... Oh, maybe I don't.
Still a few parts missing.
Oh, wait, I'm a dumbass. Hold on. I'm dumb. I'm being dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. We want to put this on first. Was there anything wrong with this?
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
We're done! Who uses a rotary phone anymore?
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
Why are you gonna give me a stick of gum and 3 buttons as well?
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
You don't have to put it in rice either, I promise.
That's if I can pay my phone bill, anyway. And the rent, and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello! How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh God, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Am I gonna get paid for that job?
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
I can figure it out. Right away. What the hell did you do?
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
I'm assuming I take these off too.
If I use the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror. Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
Okay.
Still a few parts missing.
Ugh, stop. I did it. I put together the camera. I didn't even look at this manual. I'm too smart for this freaking game.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris.
Okay.
It's a 1958 limited edition.
Don't brag.
The first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford. It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better? She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing. Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
Didn't we... No, I'm thinking of Hurricane Helene? Or is it actually Hurricane Helena? How many levels are there?
The sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
Preach! Me too.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
Yeah. I can give it a try, but I don't promise anything. What the frick? Oh. Are we not putting this here? Oh, I wonder if we have to glue it.
I think the whole thing is supposed to light up.
What were these then? Stop!
I don't know, it's a bit, flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
So I have to take this off again? Dude. Oh, that's right. I gotta... No, that doesn't make any sense. Or... Is that right? No. Okay, what do they connect to, though? But we have another wire.
I think the whole thing is supposed to light up. It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Okay. Why didn't you give me these pieces before? No, stay in there.
It works! I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Okay. Okay, that's cute. Hooray! Oh my goodness.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
Excuse me. I just worked my ass off getting that sign to work. I was the one that added the ice cream cone. I had a choice between the ice cream cone, the martini glass, and the piece of pizza. I love ice cream. So I chose the ice cream cone. I thought it was cuter than the other ones. So, Helena, whatever the fuck your name is, I'm throwing your camera back on the floor and I'm shattering it to bits and I'm not fixing it. I'm gonna boot your ass back to Paris.
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
Wait, I want to see how many levels there are. Oh, like 14?
It was the day before the festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house. I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me.
Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse. I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth.
That's why you're wearing overalls. There's, you know, supposed to be like for getting dirty.
On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore. Can you fix it for me?
Yeah, I can fix it. Do I look like a woman who can't fix it? Do I? Do I look like a woman who can't fix stuff? Oh. Maybe I need to take all this out first. Which one's the new one? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, it does matter. Wait, does it matter? Okay, there's that. No, that looks good. Wait, hold on. We gotta take this out first. Do we have a new battery? Pop and Play by Yokoi. Alright. Oh, we gotta put the... Stop. Oh my goodness. What is happening? This is driving me nuts. I just want to turn it. I want to turn it. I want to put the game in.
Do grown-ups play games as well?
Yeah. It's a little funny because I'm playing a game right now. Let me play.
Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
Okay. Oh, is it? It's like Pokemon? Apparently that is an adult-rated game, if you couldn't get that, Izzy. So,
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat.
I should
into
probably
its
be
screen,
nice because our
taking
mom is
refuge
gone.
in a 3-inch world of her own. Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it really hard at the wall.
So you
Izzy
tripped.
looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
My dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress, and I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too. It made me think, had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view? I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
Game over.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
I was, repairing a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Unusual. Well, do come in. The job I've got for you is a little more delicate.
Why is it unusual that I'd be repairing a lawnmower? I'm a repair woman. I think lawnmowers fall under the umbrella of repair woman tasks.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every cafe and restaurant in town. I'll be declaring the best chef in Bella Riva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which...
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again? Are you sure it will all fit back together?
Yes, I'm a repair woman. It'll fit. Okay. Oh, I bet he got this from his wife. Love always. That's so cute and sad. Ooh.
Ah, the main plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it. cogs look good, though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
Can I... I don't want this thing anymore. Put it over there. Did I do it right?
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
Oh, it's like a punch to the emotional gut. Don't worry, sir. I'll fix it for you. Wait, where did this little piece go? Nope, I'm definitely missing something. What am I missing? Where did this piece go? Was there anything that we have to do with this? I think this is fine. She didn't say anything about... No, put it back. Is... Oh... I'm a dumbass. When I saw it moving, I thought, okay, maybe that's it. I thought maybe you didn't have to use all the gears and stuff. Complete.
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here.
Stop it, Joe.
Watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time. even with Isabel. I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Just then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come.
Okay, before we continue, I just want to check and see how the stream's doing. Okay. Okay. So this is doing good. Okay. So this is doing good. The bigger picture.
When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see, Helena.
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knick-knack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this. It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
We're having a clear-out, or at least I am. Carmen's not helping, as usual. There's a market at the festival tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make her some money. She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
Hold on, I want to see if I can increase the... Maybe that's a little bit louder for me? I don't know. Is it getting louder? Do I just have to speak louder? I don't want to bust anyone's eardrums out, though. I am gonna... Hold on, maybe that will sound okay? I am gonna... Hold on, maybe that will sound okay? I am gonna... Hold on, maybe... I don't get it. Whatever. Okay. Stop. I'm gonna grab this.
Oh, typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
Oh, typical. Maybe you need to be a little nicer to your sister. Though, I know what it's like to have someone constantly ask for money.
That light bulb is completely smashed. Okay, I'll need to redirect the light to the lens at the top for the projector to work.
Is that not good? Nope. Are these, like, different? Is that not good enough? Is there another place where one of these can go into? No. Is it working? Usually she makes like some sort of I guess we'll find out. Okay, obviously not. Yeah, where does the wire hook up to? Can we take... Are these different? I can't tell if this is, like, good or not. the light's going in. Okay, I'm just gonna set that to the side. Okay, is there something... What's the wire for? Wait, what did I just do? Oh. That was weird. Okay. I just clicked off of my... Okay, what does this do? So what is this third piece for? Is it just... Does it go in here somewhere? Oh. Okay. So wait, how do we get it to...
Looks like something is still missing.
I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen, she looks so sad. Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
Well, I need to put the screws in first, right?
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
Or do I need a...
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around. suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister. She used to ask me when I was coming home, but I was always too busy.
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
Is this the part she's talking about? Okay. No, you need to keep that.
Helena was transfixed, staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
I never meant to let her down.
But you haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe. Plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money. I lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing. Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time. You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing keeping us together was my bank balance. I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
I don't think you're gonna lose her if you tell her the truth. I don't think that's gonna happen. She'll be like, let's work on making this cafe the best cafe in all of Bella Via, or whatever this place is called.
The day of the festival finally came, and after all my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork. The smell as I entered the main square was incredible. Each stall was selling food even more delicious than the last. The competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting anxiously for the mayor to pay them a visit. All of them, that was, except Carmen, who was still frantically chopping vegetables and stirring pots.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour? Helena was supposed to help me run the stall today, but she never turned up. Probably too ashamed to show her face. I can't believe she lied to me.
Carmen was stirring so furiously she was in danger of tipping the pot over altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
She wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
I have a stove ready to build and everything. Can you set it up and make me a spare batch?
Like, we kind of don't know this woman, so... Okay, so... Do I not? Where does this go?
it all fits. Now to light the gas.
Okay, 1 pint of stock.
I think that pot is really boiling now. Smells great if I say so myself. Here are the ingredients that Carmen's given me. What to add first?
A 1/4 stick of a half a carrot. Is this? Well, what's... So just a freaking 1/4, right? I don't know if that's right. 2 broccoli florets. 1, 2. Handful of chopped tomatoes. So what? 1? Or is it all of them?
That looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve.
3 wild mushrooms. What does it say? Plenty of...
Oh, her recipe is a bit smudged. Never mind, I'm sure whatever I put in will be fine.
Well, it's wild veggies, so I'm going to assume there's no cheese in it. Do I put more tomato in it? It said a handful. I don't know.
My part done, Carmen took over and added the finishing touches. It was just in time, and a moment later, Joseph arrived with Izzy in tow. Carmen anxiously handed them both a serving.
That was so tasty. Can I have some more, please?
Okay. Crisis averted. I thought I messed it up.
Well, you've certainly earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more meals to taste, but so far you are one of the best. Good luck.
Joseph and
he's
Izzy looked
biased.
so happy together. Maybe the festival was doing them some good after all. Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so convinced I'll never succeed at anything.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did. I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
Yep. As someone who has had a person in my life that's like, I need 20 bucks for gas. I need 20 bucks here. I need 20 bucks there. I just need $5. I need $100. I need $200. Oh, can you drop $400 on this for me? I really need it. It gets exhausting after a while.
The festival finished. I only had one day left before I had to catch my train and leave Bellariva behind. I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen. So, that evening, I made my way to the cafe. It was unrecognizable. She'd done it. Best food in Bellariva. Half the town was outside waiting to see what the fuss was about.
Maria! Maria! My favorite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be. Even Helena was there, serving the coffees. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama. Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought out an old record player.
I found out where Helena was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts. But then she didn't have much left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while. We have a lot of catching up to do. I wanted to give her this, to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids. Do you think it has one last tune in it?
Okay, let's see what happens when we turn this on. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. Here's the problem. This wiring isn't connected properly.
Okay. So...
If I turn the volume up, I should be able to hear it now.
And then... this needs to go in here.
I think that should do it. This record should play beautifully.
That can't be it.
It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play in the right direction? It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around.
Ew, I did not like that. Model U57B6. Is that it? I think that's it.
Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
No, slower speed versions of songs are very popular nowadays. Okay. we not even have to turn this thing up?
What will remain of these days? The sweetest words I've ever heard.
The record player's crackling tune must have caught Helena's ear, as she appeared a few moments
I hope
later.
that's not copyrighted.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've kept it all these years, Carmen.
Leaning over the music, they looked
Just
just like the
in
young
case it's
sisters the slide
copyrighted,
projector
we
had
can talk
preserved
over
all these
it.
years, inseparable once again. Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her time to be the person she wants to be. I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try. And to think, it had all started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips. I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial. I hadn't spoken to my own parents in a year. I wanted to hear their voices more than anything. But the silence between us was so cavernous. I didn't know how I'd ever find the words to bridge it.
It's like the music box from Anastasia.
My final morning in Bellariva, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack, but I figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave. When I arrived, I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screw-driving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. This would be my last repair in Bellariva, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
It's a music box. It used to play beautifully, but now when I wind it up, nothing happens. I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again. Can you help?
Is she actually Anastasia?
Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
Aww. That's so cute. Yeah, I would love to. Oh, I gotta. Wait, how do we get it out? Oh.
This mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it.
Okay. Dude. Can we try? Okay, was that not correct? Okay.
Perfect. The mechanism is good as new. I think that's everything back together again. I should play it to make sure.
Yep.
My wife used to sing this song to Izzy each night before bed, but I always worked too late to join them. Will you dream a dream for me if I sit by your side and hold you so tight? Know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight.
Oh my gosh.
I've missed so much already. I want to be the father my wife wanted me to be. I've ended up so much like my own father, working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that, especially now it's just the two of us. My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of her stuffy old dad anyway.
I'll never ever get bored of you, Dad.
Izzy came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you've fixed for me. I'm so glad to have them back.
Joseph was a good father, and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right. My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
Ooh. I liked that level. I think that's my favorite so far.
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end, Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important. Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop, the day I left. Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since. As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load.
Oh, is she gonna fix her relationship with her parents?
Joseph's idea of light reading for the train. It does look thorough. The recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip. Helena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does. My train ticket. I can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind. Izzy gave me this in exchange for my repair manual. She'll be a pro in no time. The soundtrack to my travels. I'll be listening to this on the journey. My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that in my own small way I'd made a difference. Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences. Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy. They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same.
Yeah, I think it'll be
Did
alright.
I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back. Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
Wait. Oh, epilogue.
Dear Maria, Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognise her. She's like a new woman. She's always running round, taking orders and making drinks. I even heard her compliment a customer on their outfit. Personally, I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile. She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top. It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I can figure out how to put a leaf on a cappuccino. A bit of cosmopolitan coffee might be just what Helena needs. Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver a million times. Taking this apart will be easy. These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with them.
Okay.
How can there be so much steam? Ugh, I'm getting soaked. Oh, I wish Maria was here. She'd know how to put these pipes together.
Do they all attach the same way? Oh.
Finally, no more steam.
Can we... Oh, the cookie is the... Okay. Alright, let's see here. So we need that. Okay, where's... Oh, do we take this one? Holy cow. Okay.
Finally, no more steam.
So how do I... Oh. Do I just connect it? Okay. Okay, maybe I... let's do the stuff on the bottom first. How do I... Oh, do I? Do I dictate, like, what goes where? So, one is... Okay. Two is... this thing. And then 3 is this thing. Is that it? Did I get it? Oh my gosh.
Finally, no more steam.
Well, she didn't give like a cue, so I don't know, we'll see.
Oh, I think that's everything. Better test the buttons, just to make sure. All done. Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think.
Okay.
Smells delicious. Now to make it look magical.
Oh my gosh, are we... Are they gonna make me do this?
A perfect coffee. All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits.
It looks more like a swan. Like there's the neck of the swan and the body.
I was feeling more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink fit for human consumption. It looked a bit, postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes, I hoped she'd think it was intentional. Always the connoisseur, she didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course. How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog? When she finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed.
Because I made a swan.
I'll admit, she spent several minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn.
A swan.
She decided it was probably a horse.
No!
Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her.
It was a swan and it was totally intentional.
She was impressed enough to ask for another one. I guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realised how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff. It made me realise how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never. Hoping you're well. Your friend, Carla.
Aw, that was sweet. So that was it? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go to Steam. Is that it? Oh, shit. Okay, I got all the achievements. Okay. I did not anticipate doing the entire, game today, but we did. So, that's it. That's all of Assemble with Care. I thought this was a very charming game. I honestly didn't expect much of a plot. I thought it was just gonna be like just fixing things. I didn't know everything was going to be attached to a story. And I thought it was a very lovely little experience, and I hope you did too. If you want to check out this game for yourself, it's on Steam. It's called Assemble with Care. And that'll be it for me today. So, with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I also hope you have a good night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.